Hey guys, how you doing? I hope each and every one of you is doing good. Here is another Friday and another one of the amazing videos that I get to share with you guys. What's up? How you doing? Ni hao, maramute, bonjour, ça va, mulibwanji, mulimutia. I'm greeting you in all these languages, guys. Just trying to give you another skill. I'm a man of many languages. I'm an African. I don't just come from one country. I'm an African because I got many languages in this head. But yes, welcome to another amazing video. And today we're going to talk about something interesting. We're going to talk about taking responsibility of our actions. And today we get to dive into some of the things that I got to learn about that. But before we just get in, guys, hey, check this out. What's up, people? How you doing? I know I'm in a decent way and I'm trying to be serious and everything. But yes, I'm still young, fresh, ready to learn and actually even impact so many millions of people. I'd love to welcome you to this amazing channel. So yes, my name is Ishimwe Alain. One of the youth pastors at Mavuno Church, a certified coach with John Maxwell and the business developer. So as you get to join me, I'd love you actually to just hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you can know every time a new video comes up. So I'll be talking about some leadership foundations and skills that I've got to learn over the years, even with impact that it has had over my life, and I believe it actually will help you as well. But guess what? As well, I will be sharing some of my little life experiences in who I am with my faith and how it's helped me with my leadership journey until where I am today. Times in life I actually used to be on the court shooting hoops, thinking that was the best way to influence people, until I got to learn I could still put on and dress nicely and speak the word and add value to someone's life. So join me as we make impact and add value to people's lives. I hope to see you in the many more. Thank you very much. Oh yes, welcome again. So I was actually having a conversation with my parents a few days ago, and we were talking about the whole aspect of taking responsibility of certain faults because maybe you noticed that you're in the wrong, or maybe you figured out that you've done something wrong, and being able to pick up that ball that you dropped, or being able to pick up that mistake and just owning it and just saying, yes, it was actually my fault, I'm sorry, or I'll do better, or I'll actually be able to change. But most of the time, guess what humans decide to do? Even I am one of them. Guess what we decide to do? The first thing is, was it you? No, it wasn't me. It was someone that, this person that you put us together. Or it was because of this, or because of that, because of this, because of who, because of her, because of him, there's always a because of something. And you find that eventually you don't want to own up to something, and so you end up throwing the ball curve to someone else or throwing it to someone different. In basketball, it's usually, we call it setting up a friend. You're about to score, you're right under the basket, but instead of you scoring, you see a friend, so you just throw it at them because you want to see them miss, and you expect the coach now to, to blame them. But if you find out that it's you who's made the mistake. And so I got to sitting down and thinking when we were having the conversation with my parents, and it was something that I got to learn, and I appreciate them, and I thank them so much for, these times that we get to just chat together and get to think through things, and there's lessons that I get to learn. It's really amazing. As a kid you don't really have that, but I think now, I don't know, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it, and I'm loving it. So we're talking about taking responsibility, and we dived into the story of Adam and Eve. And you find that Adam being given the word, being given the instruction, and then God was like, no, he can't be alone, so he put him in a deep sleep. And then Eve came along, and God was like, this is perfect. And then now Eve gets tempted by the devil, by the serpent, to take the apple which is in the middle of the garden, which God had said is forbidden. And then after that, Eve was able to give it to Adam. And then Adam, after he ate, they both recognized and realized, oh my God, we're naked. And then when God was calling out to them, they decided to hide. That's a whole story. But the part that we want to focus on is the part where Adam was asked, "What have you done?" And then Adam's response is not even, "I'm sorry," or "It was my fault." It was, "Isn't it the woman that you gave me?" Already that. Understand, he's already blaming God for the lady that was put in his life, for the woman that was put in his life. Now, doesn't that sound like most of us? Don't we already blame someone, something, somewhere for our mistakes? Do we take up that responsibility and just say, hey, it was actually my fault, I did the mistake, and I'm sorry, and I'm going to work on it, I'm going to find a solution for it? But we're always finding an scapegoat, always finding someone to blame, something to blame, or how to be able to hide away from it. Now, as a leader, it's not something that you'd want to actually pick up or people to get notice about you, that you're always blaming someone else or as actually evading or finding an scapegoat for something. As a leader, we need to learn how to take up responsibility. As a leader, you need to be in that position of owning the mistake and saying, I'll actually be able to do better, or I'm going to actually work on it, or I'm going to find a solution for it. But not throw it at someone else and expect it to be someone else's problem. The thing is, as a leader, you get to a place whereby you must be responsible for certain things. And this is what exactly happens. When you show great work as a leader, the reward is more work because they now trust you to handle a couple of things. They trust you to handle more things than anyone else can juggle. And that responsibility and that addition of work comes, with greater and more commitment, greater and more, how do I put this? More demand from you because you need to be able to pull up your socks and do something great as well. And I got to find out in my life, when I was growing up, I had less to do because, people looked around me and they were never actually ready to give me something. They were never to hand me something because at times I was that person whereby I'd be like, it was because of this, because of that. But even, it's not like I'm saying I'm clean today, like, yo, I don't know. Even there are times it'll come, like I'll probably run to it, but then God will be that person where he will be like, hey, that was your mistake. How can I actually take that responsibility? Go back and apologize. Go back and say sorry. Go back and be the man, that you're supposed to be the leader that you're supposed to be. And that really, really helps when you're able to pick up that responsibility, when you're able to pick up that mistake that you've done and be able to actually say, it's my fault and I'm going to work on it. I'm going to make it better. That's how you show even greater steps for maturity, greater steps for responsibility, greater steps for a next level. And so it's the little things, guys. Sometimes we think it's the big things, because I'm handling this project or this project, but it's tied down to the small things in your life. Are you able to pick up responsibility for the things that you have done wrong, or even for the things that are on your plate instead of blaming someone else? Are you able to own it up? Are you able to, to have that much time and commitment to put things into prayer, to balance your life out, so that you're able to balance the things that you have in your life and know how to get it done, and not just have so many drops being dropped, but then you're actually being able to take responsibility. And that responsibility starts with your own life. It starts with you. It starts with the little things that you have in your hands. Even if it's the smallest project, even if it's just waking up and saying hi to people, even if it's waking up and calling someone and just saying, hey, how you doing? That responsibility is far greater because it actually becomes a space where you're consistent with it, as we talked about it last week. When you're consistent and you keep on going, when something else comes, you already know, okay, how can I be able to balance it out? But if you're having so many so many balls being dropped, what then happens when something else is added upon, you feel like it's baggage, it's a weight. And then what happens is you now end up failing to do the things that you're meant to do. It now comes down to being a job. You become more mechanical instead of actually enjoying what you're doing. So yes, be responsible for your life, first of all. Be responsible for who you are. Be responsible for the little things that you have within you, because out of those little things, greater can come out of it. Little is much when God is in it. That's a statement that I love to say. The little thing that you're doing, and when you allow God to come in and manifest and show you and take control, you see it becoming something greater. So always, always Be that person to take responsibility. But the greatest of them all, allow God to lead you and show you. And that's it, guys. Be committed. Take responsibility for the actions. Take responsibility for the mistakes. And remember, I am sorry is not such a big word. Cut out the ego. It won't kill you. It's not like as if it's going to lead you to your deathbed, or it's going to take away your pride, your degrees, or it's going to take away your position. No, it's going to be able to show that yes, you are human. You don't have a heart of stone, but you have the heart of God. It's fleshy. And you're able to actually even apologize, able to even know that yes, to own up your mistakes and be able to take responsibility for them. So that's it, guys. Work on it. If you're having something as a struggle, work on it. Be responsible for that action. If you made a mistake, or maybe you did something wrong and for a very long time you've had that heart of stone, and you'll be like, no, that's not me. Right now, go, repent. Ask God to give you the heart of flesh. If it's someone that you've hurt, go, repent to them. Have that heart of flesh so that they can also be able to see, oh, wow, that's amazing. If you can do it, I can be able to do it too. That's it, guys. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. You guys are amazing. Keep it locked. Keep tuning in. And yes, if you have anything that you want me to talk about, maybe something that you've been struggling with and maybe you want me to talk about it, drop it in the comment section. Let me know. But all else, thank you very much for tuning in. See you guys next week. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye. Peace out.